So I'm feeling fat, of course. But, I got my own little personal quirky ways of doing things, and of course thinking about things as well. But mm, came in my room real quick because I feel some intensity, some excitement and stuff, and it almost feels like I'm about to burst. But and let's just hope it manifests as excitement for me. And I said fun, but I don't know. Let me see. Definitely pure joy. I'll take. I'm trying to find some stuff that I just brought in here that I really should know where it is, but I don't. What in the world? I can't find what I just brought in here. Are you serious? Then the light just went out. Look, turn it back on. Okay. I finally found what I was looking for. Um, so yeah. Just to ensure that this can I came in my room because yeah, excitement or whatever. Not or whatever, but excitement. I just came across a reference regarding homelessness and stuff like that. I had a dream about a certain person and then today and then next thing I know, something regarding homelessness. Homeless um like man well stood out, manifested, whatever. Um just that quick about the same person, well regarding the same person, and it had me in my little thoughts or whatever about some stuff. Um Let me see if I can find like some exact references now. It was talking about homeless, but it was, it was something specific. Homeless because of something specific was mentioned. Sorry, that's my massage thing. It really shouldn't be making that kind of noise. It's gonna go off in a few. Sometimes it's the way that I lay on it. Sometimes it just does what it wants. But yeah, anyway, oh, stop cutting it. So yeah, with that, I can call it a mishaps, but with that happenstance earlier today with the roof being torn off of the thing, like ripped off, and then the whole thing just pretty much caving in. I'm still trying to find the joy. Um, trying to eat these noodles. It's like a almost like a spicy noodle challenge, but not really. Um, I'm not. I told my son I was doing a spicy noodle challenge. He was like, "So wait, you're gonna pay yourself for eating it or whatever?" And I said, "Yeah, I was just laughing or whatever." So anyway, my older son been disappointed this whole weekend or whatever, and me, of course, I'm slight disappointed because I wanted to enjoy myself in my little spa, my little jacuzzi. But it's all good. There'll be other days the jacuzzi's not ruined, and plus I got two of them. But um, it just didn't happen the way I wanted, the way I saw it happening. But yeah, this whole homeless thing, it's just, it got me to feeling like, what if a certain someone was telling me that? Let me just put it like that. If a certain someone was referencing that to me, let me go ahead and pause it. Um, I feel how I feel. Um, I almost feel like if I was, I'm not even speaking about being on my deathbed, but if I was on like a bed where I need a bunch of help and, like health wise and stuff like that, I feel like it don't even matter because I still don't. I feel like I still don't want this person around because I feel like I already gave you the chance, the opportunity, this, that, and the third. I feel like, of course, I'm saying I'm giving, but God gave that person the opportunity, the chance to straighten up, plenty of time, and to me, the way I see it, more. But they did what they did, and again, it just revealed to me that they didn't have enough. Whether they, I don't want to, they don't have enough word in them that could be, or just didn't have the word at all and wasn't standing on the word. That doesn't mean that that person is not saved, and and some people call it converted, but saved and stuff like that. But yeah, once you get saved, you gotta definitely the inner work, and you can't do it. You gotta let God empower you and lead you, and you really gotta empty yourself out of you and let God fill you up. And I have definitely done that and done that part of the work, but I also, have made mistakes and definitely been connected to people that caused me to still feel like I gotta slip up and stuff like that. And so yeah, but I don't know. I felt some bout of excitement, and mm, mm, mm. mm. So I came in here, and then of course I'm feeling the type of way that my son had been disappointed because he hadn't been able to get on his stuff. I don't know if he'd be able to get on it tomorrow. I just gotta let God lead. I'm not trying to come off as mean or be mean to him or whatever. But he's still young. I don't feel like you need to have an extensive time. But if God say that's what it is, that's what it is. And honestly, I've been had an extensive time frame of like disappointment and like dissatisfaction and stuff like that. But and that jacuzzi was helping me to definitely feel satisfied where I'm at in the space that I'm in and stuff like that. But again, there'll be more days because that's not completely ruined. It's just gonna be some work that I have to do because like stuff got soaking wet, got wet, and I just ain't in the mood for it. Um, I don't want to go out late that night and get all this stuff up, but if I have to, I have to. Because I need some stuff to dry off and things like that or whatever. But I also was still trying to cover up my um again my jacuzzi type thing. And that's nothing to pump that all up when I get my stuff set back up. Get my little setup back up. And so anyway, yeah. I was just when I seen that reference about homelessness or whatever, I was just laughing. I was like, well, I'm about to get a I like to help people or whatever, and I like to, of course, where we started at, I definitely like to continue to help build up instead of tear down, even if they did stuff to me. But at this point, I'm like, oh no, y'all done did the ultimate betrayal to where it's like, I can't go back at all. So, yeah, I was thinking, well, I'm about to get another gazebo. If anybody's homeless, that got to do with me, all I can tell them is that'll protect them from the rain. They can camp out, give them an air mattress or something, put them back there, and whatever. That's all I could do for you. That's how I'm strongly feeling, and that's how That's honestly, if I had my way, that's how I wanted to go. Like I don't want to be. Plus, I can't. Not to mention, I can't trust you. I don't want you. I don't want nobody laying in the same household as me. Don't trust you. You betrayed me. You're disloyal. Um, I don't feel like you did what was best for the team as a whole. You feel like you did what was best for you, yourself, and wanting your selfishness or whatever. And this person had told me before, just like you got your selfish stuff, I got mine. I'm like, oh, okay. I wouldn't even really, that was like going in one ear and out the other at the time. Now I'm looking back and I'm like, oh, that's what he meant. I do have certain selfish stuff about me. Like I just want my privacy. I want I want certain stuff that's just for me and my kids. And then like if I'm eating good or whatever, sometimes I just want that for myself. I'm not saying you can't get your own, but I want what's on my plate. I don't want to. It's rare that I want to share. Now these days I'm getting big. I'm fat, so I'm like, oh yeah, y'all can have some. But cause that greedy. But yeah, so I think somebody making some comments about the reference that I seen. But anyway, there's somebody just referencing being homeless and stuff without because they had a quote unquote starring role in somebody's life. And they still in somebody else's play part. At this point, that's how I'm feeling. Like, baby, yes, where's that somebody else that gets to play the part? Serious. Like, I really can't talk about this without saying what the person said and reference. Um, they were talking about the rain coming down. It's trying to find the cover. Wow. And the fact that the cover came off of my gazebo today, that's what lifted up and tore off. And then, I mean, it happened so fast. And then the rest of it, like, tried to bend in and stuff like that. I don't know. That's why it's just like resonated with me all on January the 1st. Like, wow. Then the person is like saying, I want to come home again. Again, exactly. Again. Like you already been out there doing crazy stuff out there. But, and that just reminds me too of another guy that I was dating back in the. Well, I wasn't dating him. Excuse me. That was. Whew, I'm wrong, but like seemingly dating. He was like dating me. I wasn't dating him. I wasn't there with him. And he was over here for whatever reason. Well, I know, what I'm saying. As far as me, I didn't know what he had at home. I just knew that I knew him, and we. That's the reason why I'm pretty much. I was comfortable intimately because I knew him and I shared something with him when we was younger, and grew up, and came across him again. But he had a whole quote unquote family type thing going on, and I don't know. I guess he might have felt like he was looking for a way out or whatever, so he was trying to use me as an escape plan. I was like, absolutely not. And so he ended up, we were dealing or whatever, and then he ended up going to an apartment, and it wasn't in a non toxic environment. And so he went there or whatever. He was trying, I guess, call himself trying to establish and figure things out or whatever. He was first staying in the comfort of the home. Well, I don't know how comfortable it was there, but he was staying at the place or whatever, and he had the comforts of a roof over his head and all that, whatever, whatever. He got space to move around. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he told me he had a house. Um, but you over here, looking in my direction, knowing that you don't have whatever it is over there cleaned up, you're not done with that, that's still going on, or whatever the case may be, that's still somewhat active. I didn't know that because I'm over here, the unsuspecting person. So, I made a point after a while to find out, but yeah. And that's of course when I was just like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. And that's when God definitely intervened, and he got locked up and for a couple months, and I just like that's where we branched off. I left him alone. That was my honey. If God give me an escape or a way to go on out, I'm out. I think about the man because, like I said, like I've said before, you know, he did some. He showed me kindness and stuff like that, and I was very appreciative. So I wasn't gonna just, you don't want to never just do nobody dirty or whatever. And I didn't do that or whatever, but I went on and went on about my business. And but during that time too, he had moved to an apartment because he wasn't gonna come and stay here. He had moved to an apartment and he had bought like these new material things and stuff like that. And then somebody ended up stealing it. I think it was a TV or whatever, and somebody stole it like immediately. Like no sooner than he got it in, I think they like kicked in the door and they took his stuff. And I'm like, I mean, unless he was just giving me a pity story or whatever, but they took it. He bought a big TV, and I'm like, it's already a toxic type of environment. You can't do that over there or whatever. And that's why too, I be careful what I do over here where I'm at, even though to me it's like it seemed like it's toxic for me, but it don't seem like it's toxic for some of the other inhabitants over here. um like they can, it's almost like they can do what they want and not be tampered with or whatever, but I've seen otherwise. But but that's why I'm being careful or whatever. And of course with not having somebody always, if I'm not home, somebody else here to check or whatever, then no, I'm not putting a bunch of stuff in here. Even though I love being comfortable and I want to be as comfortable as I can get, and settled and all that, whatever. And again, established, not just settled, but established. Um, And so yeah, he got his TV stolen and stuff like that. So I don't know. That kind of reminded me of that or whatever. And I don't know. I guess he ended up going back and marrying the girl, which they wasn't married. Well, that I know they wasn't married at first. He went back and married. So it's like you had to go through all of that just to see that you was gonna marry her. Now, mind you, they're divorced, last I knew. But so maybe maybe it's like, oh, it seemed like she was right, or it seemed like I was supposed to be over there with her, but at the same, but now we're divorced, so maybe not. It's a lot of twists and turns and stuff in this life or whatever. So I'm just looking at that. But the person referencing homeless and stuff, he's talking about how without something from someone else, he just basically it's not good. You don't have a cover, you don't have a roof, or whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, this person probably far from homeless and stuff. I don't know. I mean, just every word of this. I don't have no choice but to put it out there. I'm out here fending for myself. I can't feel you no more. Wow. Oh my goodness. Do I want to go back and let me go back and see? I think this person must have wrote these songs a long time ago, and yeah, because it's a song. I wasn't gonna say it, but and now it's just certain time to release it. Lost a starring role up in your life. Now somebody else gets to play a part. Sheesh. That's tough, baby. That's tough. Like, I'm one that felt like I might have lost it. It wasn't even a damn starring role, to be honest. A role in your life, and I said feel like, because I'm not saying that this is what it is. But what, what? I'm not. I don't. And I did feel like somebody else getting to do such and such and this and that, but I ain't pressed. I'm at the place where it's like, I'm not pressed. I'm honestly right now I'm pressed because I need to be in prayer, but which I would have been if I would have been out there in my jacuzzi earlier and all that. Um, Trying to find the cover because the rain is coming down hard. The rain ain't just coming down, baby. It's coming down hard. That person want to come home. This could be somebody just talking about like a relationship that they had before, and of course, being that who this person is, I got a thought about who it could be, but I don't know. It could be wrong too, because people do surprise you. In their reference, it's like I'm out here on at a certain place, where homeless people be at. I don't know without you. Don't know where the shelter is without that person. I'm just this. I don't know. This is resonating with me for real because I've been through this with somebody, and that person was already on the brink of homelessness because the person told me I ain't had a stable place to stay in such and such, and I'm like, but you still out here putting stuff at risk and you don't mind. And so this is one thing, you can have a job, you can even have a car, and then you can go down to nothing. Like you might not have a roof over your head. I can tell you, I'm thankful for mine. I try not to, take that for. I really don't. I'm not saying that I haven't, but I try not to take it for granted. Um, but anyway, what's up? Something about it can't feel you no more. Let me go on with the lyrics of this song because yeah, and the fact that I dream about this person today and they're releasing this. Yeah, they're going on about how they're homeless and all this or whatever. Then they say outside looking in, and I know why. Sitting in this car, so literally they speaking about a car, trying not to cry, staring at the place where I call home. You mean you called home? Wondering if there's anything left inside. Mm. Period. Pooh. I'm sorry, I'm feeling myself in this moment. I'm feeling good. This song resonates with me. It's just making me feel a little, And I was just thinking about how one time when I was involved with their dad, the boy's dad, he was off with the girl after he had told me there's no one else. This and the third went off, got the girl pregnant. This and the third after he had also told me, if you go out with somebody, do not get pregnant by them. So you basically lived a whole world of hypocrisy. You went off and deceit. You went off with somebody, you got him pregnant. You told me not to do that, and then you also told me that nobody was there, but there was somebody that you got somebody pregnant. So thinking about that, and so after a lot of that was said and is it done yet? God, only God knows, but done as far as I know it. He was back over with me, and I was feeling myself, and I was just like feeling good. I mean, I hated that you had to go through. Okay, well, because basically her baby daddy cat, she was just playing around, I guess, while her baby daddy was locked up, and when her baby daddy came out. She was right back up under him, and then here he go right back over with me, and I was happy, and it's so funny because it was around New Year's it happened all, 2013. So going into 2014, her baby daddy I got emails and everything, and I got receipts. Her baby daddy came, and it was like just in time. I remember Christmas and stuff. I had to celebrate Christmas at somebody else's house and go somewhere else with somebody. Um, Other people bought my kids toys and stuff, and I do pray that God blesses that person. I can't remember, but they bought my kids a car and something else, maybe for my daughter or whatever. But and I thought it was so sweet. That person didn't even know me, and I was just so grateful. Um, and yeah, while their dad was off doing whatever, playing around, and then had to, I guess, pick up the pieces to his own heart after, if he felt anything, which I think he said he did. So, um, pick up the pieces to his own heart when I had told him, because he asked me, "What you gonna do if there's somebody else?" And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna just pick up the pieces to my heart and I'm gonna go. That means that I was loving you, I was in love with you, and you know what I'm saying, I'm here for good reasons. I'm not here for bad intentions." I ain't saying that everything is all good, but I'm just saying I'm not here with bad intentions. So let's push through. But baby daddy came home and she was pregnant with you know supposed to be my boo thing's child and all that or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, so that's up. It was just crazy, but I was glad that he was back over with me and in my arms and stuff like that. I had already been missing him anyway, and I was trying to appease him and appeal to him and stuff like that, but I don't go hard trying to do that. I'm like, look, what you see is what you get, especially after I had your baby, and honey, you definitely gonna get most of the real me anyway. You're not gonna get no fake me, but I might conceal some of me because I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what your intentions are. So, and he had told me he was comfortable here and talking about it. Even one time, I mean, bold statement, honey. Out of all of them, I can be myself more here with you. And I'm like, what? All of them? What? Where's all of them? I wasn't even finna ask. Sometimes you just don't even ask certain stuff because you don't want to be more disappointed. I was just thankful that he was opening up. But I'm looking around, looking side to side, like, huh? All of them. How many is it? But, honey, mm-mm. My private parts did the talking and let me know some stuff. So I was like, ooh. But he was back over with me and stuff, and it was going. One year was going into the new year. I think it was 2014, and that's when we like kind of had a better year that year. 2014, we was trying, and he came back over here like to stay and all that, whatever, and things like that, things of those nature. But he it was going into New Year, and that was the one New Year that he had spent. No, well, that was another New Year that he had spent time with me. I think it was another New Year I linked up with him going into 2011, and that's when, of course, I got pregnant with my first son. But that then I didn't get another like decent New Year until 2014 or whatever. We're going into 2014 because he was off marching for the dead and playing around. I don't know. So I'm just getting a kick out of this or whatever. I know it doesn't really make sense to everybody or whatever. It's my own little story or stuff like that, and it's in my thoughts, and I know more details than I'm letting out. But yeah, so this is funny to me. It's more alignment, it's more confirmation and things like that. But he was outside looking in. Let me find out. Don't be outside nowhere over here, but don't worry about it. My little gazebo had a little incident. Baby, it's I, the sure they were finished. It's going back up. Me and my friends is gonna be out there working. I'm not asking for nobody to come help me or whatever. Now, granted, I wish I had a male to help with some, the handiwork and stuff like that. But this is what this is what they left me to do. So now you leave me like that. I want to be able to. I want to be a part of the decision making. Make better decisions for my life. Use wisdom with my life. You think I'm gonna invite a criminal or a vicious person back around me? Absolutely not. And if I allow you even to be somewhere in my vicinity, I'm gonna be very cautious of you, and I'm not gonna do it at the expense of me being comfortable. You're gonna be the one uncomfortable because especially when I first, if you can tell me out of all of them, you want I could be myself, but that means you're comfortable. So to God be all the glory. I'm glad I sold comfort, and now I'm gonna continue to sow it for myself. Period. And again, I'm not even saying that this is gonna play out like that, and like this person that I'm thinking of is homeless or anything. I mean, could be, but could be not. But this person that I'm thinking about told me before, I haven't had a stable place to stay in such and such years. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't when you do, when you're able to stay somewhere, why don't you just rest? And you know what I'm saying? Do as best as you can there. But anyway, everybody ain't like me, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But anyway, when all I'm saying, don't know where the shelter is, and that little fume going off. God said I'm doing some new winds in. I'm out here thinking for myself. I can't breathe no more. Oh, oh. Out here fending for myself. Goodbye. And can't feel the person no more. No, baby. I can't feel you because I'm not feeling you. No matter what you, I know I can't feel it. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, I'm leaving anyway. And Shaka used to say, I'm not used to. I feel for you, baby. I was giving that like, I feel for you. Mm, mm, mm. That's all it is. I sure was, but not anymore, baby. And I'm my voice is cracking up because I got excitement. I got like plethora of emotions and stuff. I'm feeling disappointed. Of course, I'm feeling my feelings. Feel that's my dude. So like not that's my dude like that, but that's my dude. I feel what he be feeling. I'm looking forward to like January 2nd and 3rd-ish to make people go back to school and all that, whatever. And yeah, I got stuff I need to accomplish. Um, okay, let me go on. So then he starts saying, I'm homeless, baby, I'm homeless. All I ever needed was you by my side. I'm out here on these streets, concrete, and it's hard to thrive. Wow, nowhere to go. It's like I'm out. I'm laughing, baby, because if somebody was saying this to me, I'd be like, man, that's tough. That is tough. And I'll be like, ooh, everybody be in it. I say everybody in a struggle, ain't they? I'm laughing because this is what was said. That was what was said to me. And I'm not looking for no opportunity to say it to you, but if it come around, baby, I'm gonna take that opportunity. I'm not here for this. Oh, you said that, not here for myself. Not that part. Said that. I'm sorry, I'm going all around the mulberry bush just to keep on this. I got to, because that's me being true to myself. You went on and said things like I'm homeless without that. And of course, we speaking about love, but the probably the whole being, the whole essence. Um, sorry to hear that. Mm-hmm. And that's it. That was the gist of what the person was saying. And yeah, resonate. Whew. I don't even really want to go into prayer on here, but I can. Um, mm, 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 mm. It's no coincidence. The first day of January, my stuff slow down. Like, you wait till about first, and God was like, "Yes, I'm going in some new stuff." He had already, did some different things with me in December. And then when I woke up from that dream this morning where somebody was apologizing, it's like, let's be back. Because at this point, if somebody apologizes to me, that's all I can really say to you. It must be nice. It's a nice thought and all that, and that's good. But yeah, hopefully you put that into action, even at a distance, and you really mean it. You need to really mean it within yourself first, and you need to know you mean it before you really can even bring that apology around me and stuff like that. I'm not even talking about the person that said it in the dream. I'm just talking about people in general who have done stuff. But some people are not repentant and they will not apologize or change or whatever. You want them to, but they just gonna be stuck, set in their ways, and that's just that. Um, and as long as it took for me to apologize to some people that I know I offended, because at one point in time I didn't even realize I offended them or that I did anything to them, because I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing nothing directly to them. I was more so um, being my selfish self and doing what satisfied me. But yeah, I had to. And I mean, and this apology took years, and I was even around this person and stuff like that. And I did not apologize. I didn't feel the need to apologize or anything because I was set in my ways. But I really just felt like I didn't do nothing, and I kind of forgot that I did something to that person to that extreme. I knew what the situation was. I knew, that I mean, just keep it real. I had got it. This was when we was young, so I had got involved with somebody that this girl was involved with. Of course, I didn't have no loyalty to her. I didn't even know her. I think we knew each other just in a roundabout way because of, going to same schools or something like that. But I didn't really know her. But he was involved with her. And I got involved with him because it was very, very, very convenient. And after a while, I just got lost in that, like, I didn't get involved with somebody that was already involved with somebody else. And, and it started a whole chain reaction. And so I just thank God that the time and the opportunity came around where my eyes was open and I realized, oh my God, I did. Not only did I get involved with him for my selfish satisfying reasons, my own personal satisfaction reasons, but I offended somebody and I affected somebody else that he was already involved with. And I thought too, because we were young when it happened, we're grown now. That person needs to let that go. Or we was in a higher grade, like, I'm like, that person needs to definitely let that go or whatever, just feeling like that. I never said that out my mouth. But I had to my eyes, God had to show it to me that I did something and I had to look back and be like, oh my God, I did do something offensive to that person. Granted, other people, I ain't even came into that knowledge or understanding yet that I've done it. I feel like a lot of people feel like I did something to them because ever since even that type of stuff, I've been more careful and more humble and more careful in my actions and stuff like that, and mindful of that another person exists. Even with the situation that I explained earlier about D that I was involved with, and then he still had something going on, I tried to find out some information so I wouldn't be crossing lines. Granted, I wouldn't need to still do some other stuff, but left him alone or whatever. Um, yeah, I'm kind of like telling on myself a little bit, but it is what it is. Baby, I'm gonna be 35. I ain't worrying about it. I ain't worrying at all. Um, so yeah, I apologize to her for that. And she did. She was like, I already forgave you, and she accepted my apology. I'm so thankful because she didn't have to. Um, and just that, so I'm an apologetic person when I know I need to be and when I'm supposed to be. But if it ain't meant to me, yeah, you ain't gonna hear it. But that's resonating with me. That's all I can say. I try not to get too happy at other people, like difficult times, difficult seasons. But at the same time, honey, they have laughed at me. They have not even just laughed, just mocked me, period, and that type of stuff. And no, I don't want to sit in the seat of the stuff. So I do not want to jest at people and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna sit here and front like something that's funny to me is not funny to me. It is what it is. And again, I'm saying all of this, and not even knowing if the person I'm thinking about is enduring anything like this. And I almost part of me be hoping that no, you don't have to go through that or whatever. But one thing about it, you reap what you sow. People call it karma. I call it reap what you sow. Um, you did certain stuff to people, you don't see it again. I know I've seen some certain stuff and worse come back on my behind, and I did it in my childhood, and I thought, oh goodness, that's not gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? That I did that so long ago. Please, honey, there's an age of accountability where your stuff starts going on you. There's some stuff that happened definitely before the age of accountability where, things happened to me that an adult should have been there to assist me better with. But, yeah. But anyway, I'm grateful. And like I said, I don't really want to go into prayer on here, but I might have to let, I might have to. If I need to and I'm supposed to, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, let God do what He's doing. That wind blew so beautiful today. Um, I don't want to have to clean up with like stuff that's kind of messy. I don't want to have to do like a what is it like the job or whatever what the job may entail as far as fixing my stuff back up. But it is what it is. Now, mind you, I do want that help. I wish that a part of me wish that this person that I'm thinking about, well, let me put on my brace. Ooh, almost said something. Especially because I seen that person's name and something about watching TV earlier. But part of me just wish that somebody is released, somebody good for me, and I can get along with, I can chit chat with, and all that good for me is released as a vessel and used as a vessel of God to do me that kindness, help me with putting that up. It's definitely possible by the time frame. It's supposed to be Tuesday, but if not, God give me the grace, the strength, and all that good stuff to be able to get it right back on up like I did the first one. And just keep it pushing, but yeah, because I almost said I wish it. The devil be down. Oh, devil, you a liar and you a little tipsy. I'm not wishing no vicious person back around me. Now, if somebody was to come back around me, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't ask for it and stuff like that, then I even know it's of God or the enemy sent that person, but ain't gonna be no in between. Like I done sat there wishing this person in here, because I don't do all that type of manifesting and stuff like that. I'm not saying I don't manifest at all, but I just don't manifest that. I like to manifest according to the will of God. I do not want to get wrapped up in all that, but I know my voice just cracking up because like I said, I'm feeling my son's emotions. I'm feeling my own emotions. Like I feel like that happened to me, so I can literally feel what my son is feeling because I was not feeling that at all. I was listening and I was here and I was observing it, but I was not feeling nothing that he was feeling. And it could be very well be, you know, his dad was feeling some stuff too, or whatever the case may be. I don't know because for a while I felt those types of emotions as well. But right now, I am. I'm focused on building my sons and continuing to go forward. I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to look back. Yes, I want my daughter to be in my very near future and my future, period. Um, I really want her to be in my now, to be honest. Um, like right now. Like, I mean, yesterday is gone, but like today is now. But, let God continue to sort to have his way and whew, to God be all the glory. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then one time when her dad was saying, "Yeah, you leave your purse open around me and all this stuff." Okay, because I'm not thinking that I'm around criminals that's gonna steal nothing. And granted, he didn't take nothing, but he would just the fact that you mentioning that. Close it up, Venus. Just close it up. Close it up. Because I'm supposed to be at the time, I'm supposed to be your girl or whatever. Close it up. So, and that was my little text when I was working at Wendy's and stuff like that. I was young, but so yeah, so that's that. Um, that song just like that had took me, like that had took me all the way out this world, honey, because I'm like, oh really? That's how I was feeling, thinking to myself and feeling like, oh really? People out here homeless. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm definitely not knocking nobody that's homeless. Nothing like that. Cause anybody now, now, if I didn't believe it before, I believe it can happen to anybody. Oh my God. But that don't mean that I won't get a little kick out of, what I'm saying? If it just so happen to happen to somebody that I know of that just talk so much mess. I mean, my daughter's dad picked on us when I had to use the oven for heat. Um, my boy's dad just left us. It was time when I needed to use the oven for heat, couldn't do it because I needed the parts. The element had went out. He spent the money, but he went on to a place where he was gonna be warm, or a place this where he was gonna be warm at. We was cold. We had one little heater we had. And honestly, it was a heater that he had gave for for our son. And I put it in one room, and we all came and called us in one room, and that was the way we had to heat. The rest of the house was like freezing. It felt like what it felt like outside, minus some degrees, because it was. I kept the blinds and stuff closed. But I mean, we could see our breath in here and all of that. So yeah, let me see. Everybody in the struggle. I'm like, wait, what? No, some of y'all pull people in the struggle. Y'all pull them. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't in that. Instead of you wanting to be pulled up and get the proper help, you want to try to pull people down. I learned my lesson. I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to go through that no more. So yeah, I just been like some words. And then what else? My daughter's dad picked on about there's something else that he picked on. He picked on. Oh, he said, yeah, I heard about it. He said, house was put oven. I mean, I wasn't highly offended because it was leak. But instead of you saying it, and you supposed to be this big time so called street pharmacist, why don't you just throw a couple dollars and pay that? You should be good for it. But anyway, he pitched and all of that, and I was like, wow, is that serious to you? This man has called this not man, this man has called me his downfall. Um, the boys' dad said certain stuff, some that I just don't want to repeat right now. I'm just thinking about what's standing out that my daughter's dad said. He said I was his downfall. He said I was the only problem he had, and I wasn't even around him on a regular basis, period. Like, I was not nowhere near him, not bothering him nothing except for, requesting what was due to my household. But, you know, so anyway, yeah. I'm sure, neighbors probably got a kick out of it today. Like I said, I feel like I heard one of them say, it came down and all that. It don't matter because it's something going back up. Don't worry about it. In y'all case, what goes up must come down. In my case, what came down is going up, baby. We going up 2022. So, and don't wait on it, honey. Cause just mind your business and get into your life and your household, and you'll be good to go. And you won't have to worry about what's going on over here. None whatsoever. Like, that's still my mood. I'm not trying to get in none of y'all stuff, period. Mm. And I was trying to be, I didn't even know it as cordial. I thought it was that's how we supposed to be. Now I'm knowing better, and I'm gonna apply and do better. So anyway, so I'm feeling myself a little bit, and just feeling, I'm feeling myself, and I'm feeling a type of way because I was just knew I was gonna get my behind, and I had my bathing suit on and everything. I was ready, honey. I was just trying to set it up, but I'm so glad that got the hiccup slash burp slash whatever else going on. I'm so glad that I wasn't sitting. Ooh, I'm so glad I wasn't sitting in there when the roof blew off. I wasn't sitting in my little hot tub because I was showing up. They would have definitely seen everything. I would have been hopping out with my bathing suit on, wet, which it wasn't cold outside, but and I've been watching somebody. Honestly, I have been watching somebody else's struggle, not really following it, but I just kind of caught up or watched some of the struggle or whatever. I'm gonna go back and watch some more, look at some other stuff, but some of the struggle. Some people been laughing at this person. Some people been, compassionate, like, oh man, he need help, this, that, and the third. But you got that wild bunch that just try to go harder on that person. Like, yeah, I'm glad that, I'm glad he down like that. I'm glad that person doing down bad and stuff like that. And that's how I feel like people. That's what they not only did they try to sabotage, bring a spirit of sabotage around me and want me to do bad, but they contributed to at least whispering about it, speaking about it, mocking and stuff like that. And if not even the planning. And then when it seems like something bad happens to me, they be ready and don't go. But go ahead, baby. Because tongues be rising up in judgment against somebody. Don't do it. I mean, and I'm guilty. I've been guilty. I'm not guilty right now, but I've been guilty of it before. And I had to, God showed me, you better watch your mouth. That ain't your place. So, yeah, but this is 47 minutes. I've been on here talking. Let me just soak in my peace. Not soak, but relaxing my peace, continue to protect my peace, and just the fact that she was just like, hang in there. She always throw a quick encouraging word, hang in there, protect your peace, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, God. I was like, yes, Lord. And really, this is the time to praise Him. The first day of the year, all that, it's nighttime now. This is the time to praise Him, and it's never a dull moment. It's never a moment that we shouldn't be praising Him anyway. But yeah, I just wish I had me a couple acres and stuff like that, some land. And again, I'm not saying I don't wish I had no neighbors, but I just really, 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 really wish they was at a distance, at more of a distance than what they are now. For real though, honey. For real, for real, for real. So I'm going on that note.